November is upon us once again, and just like last year, I'm doing another Ratchet Clank Month. That means I'll release 4 R&C centric videos within November, each video being 1 week apart. This video will serve as an introduction to the program, detailing my video ideas and when I plan to release them. Here's the lineup. The first video will be a review of Ratchet Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal. I began my R&C review series with Going Commando, so the next natural step was to either cover the original or Up Your Arsenal. Because the original has a special 20th anniversary next year, I've decided to wait until then to review it. I'm reviewing Up Your Arsenal on its 17th anniversary, which means this R&C month will start on the 2nd of November instead of the 4th like last time and next time, since that's Up Your Arsenal's birthday. This will be my second longest review yet, at over 38 minutes, which is longer than my Going Commando review, but shorter than my review of Rift Apart. I didn't intend for it to become so long, but that's my videos in a nutshell. Ratchet Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal review kicks off the month on November 2nd. Week 2 will see the release of my dedicated countdown video, and it will be about my top 10 Ratchet Clank levels. This list can include any level from the series, and there's no limit to how many levels I can choose from a single game. It's a highly biased list, and my reasons for including levels may seem inconsistent, because there are so many factors to consider, and I might exclude levels that have similar qualities to ones on my list. This video won't be as long as the Up Your Arsenal review, but it should last around 25 to 30 minutes. Top 10 Ratchet Clank levels will be released on November 9th. Week 3 sees the release of Ratchet Clank Dub 4 A Lone Drug Dealer. That's right, I've already created 3, so if you haven't seen them, I encourage you all to watch them before this one releases, since they're heavily connected. The first time I made one of these dubs, I didn't imagine I would expand upon them so much, and even when the third wrapped up quite a conclusive trilogy, I thought there was still more story to tell. I'm making another trilogy, first using deadlocked cutscenes, then Tools of Destruction, and finally A Crack in Time, which is where the saga will end. My Up Your Arsenal dub was pretty long, being over 20 minutes, but this deadlocked dub will be about half of that, which is still longer than the first two. Ratchet Clank Dub 4 A Lone Drug Dealer launches on November 16th. I'll conclude R&C month with my Ratchet Clank fanfiction set between Deadlocked and Tools of Destruction. Yet another fanfic, but this one is more in line with Ratchet Clank lore, bridging the gap between Deadlocked and Tools of Destruction. About 3 years ago, I joined an R&C fangame project and asked to be the head writer on it. I made a premise back then, but some of its aspects led to disagreements, so I soon quit, and not long after, the whole project was abandoned. Even so, I thought the premise I made was interesting enough to develop further, so I did that over the years, and while the story isn't exactly complete, I do have a general synopsis I want to share. The fangame would mainly use pre-existing assets from PS2 R&C games, so I had to write the story with such restrictions in mind, but after I quit the project, I took some creative liberties with the story as it progressed, though I definitely went overboard in the end. Also, while I try to keep it consistent with the lore, there are some aspects that might clash with it. Nevertheless, I hope you'll enjoy hearing the story, and watching it unfold with images of characters, doohickeys, and locations from R&C. This might end up being the longest video of the bunch, at maybe about 40 minutes, so brace yourselves. My Ratchet Clank fanfiction set between Deadlocked and Tools of Destruction ends the month on November 23rd. Last year, I released my last R&C month video a day after I had intended, so depending on circumstances, I might delay or even swap video releases, because I haven't started video editing on half of them yet, but I'll try to release them all within the month at least. To recap their intended releases, Ratchet Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal review starts the month on November 2nd. Top 10 Ratchet Clank levels releases the week after on November 9th. Ratchet Clank Dub 4 A Lone Drug Dealer launches the week after that on November 16th, and my Ratchet Clank fanfiction set between Deadlocked and Tools of Destruction will conclude the month on November 23rd. These are all Tuesdays, by the way. I'm Arcadon, and hopefully, you'll see me next month!